Am I the idiot for yelling at my cousin after he came out as gay? At the time of the story, I, female 19, was busy with finishing my last semester at community college. I was extremely busy finishing multiple projects, especially my 3D modeling project. That's why when I first heard my cousin, male 22, wanted to have a family reunion in the middle of May, I didn't agree to go. Mainly because we normally hold reunions on July 4th or in August, and because he lives a 5-hour train ride away, and it takes me 1 hour to get to the train station, so it's 12 hours I'll be spending on a train. However, he called me and begged that I come because he had a big announcement and he needed the family there. I agreed, thinking that he got cancer because we had recently lost our grandfather and another cousin to it just 3 years prior. So I agreed, and a couple of days later me and my family with a few other cousins/aunts/uncles got on the train and went to meet him. The reunion was nice. I got to see my other cousins and aunts. It was great being able to relax and be outside after being stuck in my room for hours, but I knew I was gonna have to pay for it by not sleeping with a few sleepless nights. Then it was time for his announcement. He got up and stood in front of everyone and announced he was gay. All he got was a few okays and congratulations from my older uncles and aunts, but as a whole, my family didn't care. I was annoyed but waiting for him to call up one of his friends, thinking that he was gonna show off his boyfriend or something. But no, he just stood there, I guess waiting for a bigger reaction from someone, so I spoke up. "So where's your boyfriend?" "Oh, I don't have one yet," he said, sitting down. This got me mad, and a few other cousins as well. "Why didn't you just tell us this over the phone or schedule a family Zoom?" I said angrily. "I wanted it to be a big event," he said. My blood began to boil and I screamed, "Go to hell, you asshole." Me and him got into a screaming match that resettled in my family, leaving a couple of hours early. Now no one blames me, and a lot more people are upset at him because they had to take days off school or work for this. But now he's refusing to come to the July 4th party my grandmother holds every month, and it's breaking her heart. And I want to know if I should just apologize. Like, yeah, he could have, and in my opinion should have waited until summer, but it was still fun. So Reddit, am I the idiot? Edit, I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here, but I'm gonna talk to my older cousins and see what they think. I'll make a second post when / if I decide to apologize. Now, here are the comments. Admittedly, as a queer person myself, I came here ready to call you th. But honestly, that was kind of a shitty thing for him to do. I mean, yay! Congrats on his coming out, but yeah, he could have waited a few more weeks when y'all had plans to be together anyway. So I'm going with not the idiot. You went way out of your way to be there for him when you were concerned for his health and well-being when, ultimately, it was something that could have waited. Comment 2. Not the idiot. Demanding people travel 12 hours each way and disrupt their schedules just to come out, live in front of them, is kind of messed up. I mean, I get that it's a big deal for him, but he handled it very poorly. He could just as easily have had a combined live and Zoom event. I mean, I don't really understand what he wanted from everyone. What were they supposed to say beyond okay? I have many friends and family members who are LGBTQ, and none of them have ever made this kind of big group announcement. Now, for the next story. Am I the idiot for wanting to take my GF and her kids on a road trip instead of my niece? I, male 36, have a niece Kate, female 18, whose bio dad isn't in her life. While my older sister was pregnant, he ran off and we haven't heard from him since then. So me and my dad have been the main father figures in her life. Since I was college, I've been taking annual road trips during the summer, first with friends, then alone, then with Kate and my sister. It's nothing extravagant, just a weekend or week getaway from our city to visit different places in my state and the surrounding one. When Kate was 10, I brought her and my sister with me, and then just Kate when she was 12 or 13. I love having her with me, my little travel buddy, and we've made a lot of great memories together. Since the pandemic, we lost out on a few years, but started going again last year. Kate's graduating high school and wants to make this year special, so she already made a list of places to visit and do things. Most of them we've already done, so not much new. The problem is I want to take my GF and her kids this year instead. We've been together for about 1.5 years, and I can confidently say she's the woman I want to spend my life with. She also has 2 kids, female 9 and male 7, and I love them to bits. Their dad isn't super involved, so they've gotten attached to me, and I'm excited to be their stepdad one day. So I thought this trip would be a great way for us to bond and for me to share a tradition they'll love. I considered taking Kate with me, but decided against it since I want this to be a chance for me to grow closer with my future family, and things will be awkward, since Kate doesn't know them well. I told my GF my plans and she's on board. Obviously I knew Kate was going to be upset, so a few days ago we met up, and I gently explained things are going to be different this year. As expected, she was upset and angry. She said she wanted to spend time with me and this year's trip special before she leaves for university. I explained I wanted to use this year's trip to get closer with my GF's kids, and I'll take her later in the year, to wherever she wants to go when we both have time. She felt it wouldn't be the same and said it's our tradition, but I don't see it that way. It's mine, and while I love having her with me, she's just tagging along, which I didn't say directly. Our talk didn't end well and she's been ignoring my calls and texts. I hoped she'd be understanding since she's an adult now, but I've been completely shut out. My parents are calling me in. And think I should switch plans, take Kate for my annual trip and take my GF and kids later. My sister and her husband are more understanding but agree with my parents since Kate's moving away in a few months and I won't see her as often. So far I've stood my ground and still plan on taking my GF and kids. I love Kate and would do anything for her, but just this one time I want to take others instead of her. So am I the idiot? Now, here are the comments. An 18-year-old wanting to spend time with a parental figure before heading off to university? That is very uncommon. She clearly thought very highly of you. Comment 2. If you don't mind adding to Kate's abandonment issues, sure, take your GF and her kids. I mean, it's not like Kate has reached an important milestone and wanted to spend it with someone she views as a father figure. It's not like she sees you this way. You're fine, she was just tagging along, not finding emotional support and well-being. This is sarcasm BTW. You're the idiot and you are hurting someone who loves you. Now, for the next story. Am I the idiot for not paying my best friend back after she had sex with my boyfriend? So Eve owed my friend ABT $100 for a while because Eve been out of work. I moved and am still learning the area and trying to find a job. My now ex-boyfriend was going to move down here, but things got rocky, we argued, and that same night him and my now ex-best friend had sex and she had a hickey on her neck. We actually broke up the next day and he was incredibly mean to me, insulted me, accused me of cheating, told me to go to hell, etc. She defended him and kept having sex with him, so I dropped them both. She keeps asking for me to pay her back, but at this point I don't really want to. I pay my debts back usually, I just haven't had a chance to yet. So, if I don't pay her back, am I the idiot? Now, here are the comments. Not the idiot. Tell her your boyfriend paid her back with his body for you. Then block her and him. Comment 2. Tell her your sloppy seconds will pay her back. Not the idiot. Now, for the next story. Am I the idiot for breaking up with my fiancé before the wedding because he has a child? I 25, my ex, 27, met when I was 20. He was a bartender back then. We immediately started dating. He was cute and funny. We had an amazing relationship until 1 week ago. We have a wonderful daughter too. We didn't get married in 5 years because he didn't want to. He always said that he's okay with living together, but he doesn't want to get married. I was not okay with that, but I got pregnant. Pregnancy stress, baby stress, etc. I didn't think much about it. 3 months ago, he proposed me. Out of nowhere. He was in a hurry. He just wanted to get married immediately. So we planned the wedding. I thought he changed his mind. When I posted his proposal on Insta, I got a message. A woman around my age met me showing his son's pictures, who is almost 5. I was shocked and confront my fiancé about it. I showed him the pictures and messages. He started crying. I comforted him almost 2 hours. Then he started to tell me about this woman. They met at the bar he worked. Our relationship was 1 or 2 weeks old by that time. He didn't think much about it and slept with her. She told him that she's getting an abortion, but she didn't get one. He learned that 3 months ago when she was back in town. He was scared that I'll leave him, so he wanted to get married. I broke up with him and I'm very sure about my decision. But my and his parents are telling me that I'm wrong. We were new. And I can't break up with him because of something happened 5 years ago, blah blah. I don't know how many times he cheated because he didn't think we will made it that far. He said only once, but I don't believe him. I'm disgusted. I'm confused because of my daughter. He's a daddy's girl. I don't want to make my daughter and his dad apart. Maybe I can just close my eyes and forgive him? I don't know. Now, here are the comments. Here's the deal. The issue is not what he did 5 years ago. The issue is what he did 3 months ago, which is, when he found out he had monumental life news that his partner of 5 years had every right to know, rather than telling you that and dealing with it in an honest, straightforward manner. He not only lied by deception, he attempted to double down and trap you into a legal marriage, making it harder for you to leave him should you discover his cheating at a later time. You are absolutely correct to have dumped him. Not for the 5 years ago mistake. For the colossal one 3 months ago that means you can never trust him again. Comment 2. Iwi. I'd break up with him too. Everything everyone else has said, but the refusal to get married, then the wanting to get married instantly to trap you. Ick. He's not nice. His behavior, all of it, has shown that. Now, for the next story. Am I the idiot for never helping my siblings with their kids at family events? My husband, late 20s, are both child-free and have multiple siblings each. I have 3 older siblings, my sister, brother 1, and brother 2. I have a grand total of 14 nieces and nephews, which is a lot, I know. My sister has 6 kids and is a single parent. My parents like to host family events and invite all of the kids/grandkids. They're old, and I'm cherishing the remaining time I have with them. I don't want to skip these holidays because I don't know how many I'll have left with them. Recently at the 4th of July thing, my parents through my siblings went off on me because I never help with their kids. Quite frankly, I don't like almost any of their kids. The 2 I like are old enough that they don't need me for anything. Changing diapers, feeding babies, and chasing toddlers has no appeal to me, and I don't like my siblings enough to want to spend my holiday babysitting. I just want to spend time with my parents. As soon as I got there, both my sister and brother 2 were asking me to change diapers, which they know I won't do. Then I'm being asked to help feed babies, which I say no to. Then I'm asked to help change a toddler that emptied a ketchup bottle on himself. I say no again. They know I have no intentions on child managing, so I don't know why they even ask. My sister's kids were crying, and then she started crying and yelling at me. I told them if I wanted to take care of kids I'd have some, and if she wanted breaks, 6 kids with 6 different deadbeat men was a bad idea. My dad and my husband are both on my side, whereas my mom and siblings all think it's my responsibility as a sibling to help. My siblings never help me with anything, like ever. They wouldn't help me move, wouldn't help me put up a fence when a hurricane took mine down, etc. I feel like relationships are supposed to be give and take, and all they expect to do is take. Am I the idiot for never helping with childcare at family events? Now, here are the comments. Not the idiot, you have no obligation to help. No is a complete sentence. You're there to see your parents not be free childcare. Comment 2. Not the idiot. Of course your siblings disagree. They are the ones hounding you to take care of their kids. They had them, and they are responsible for them. Always. You are not. Stand your ground. Don't give in even one time, or it will all be over with, and they will all be on you all the time. Have a nice cocktail, and enjoy the barbecue. If you liked this video, you'll probably like these too. Also, while you're here, please consider subscribing. It's your support that keeps this channel alive and allows me to make better and longer videos. Have a great day.